I'm sure you've heard this complaint before in worship ministry. I don't know how to sound creative. We sound very creatively stagnant. It all sounds the same. We're all very musically boring. When I hear that complaint, I ask the question, what kind of music do you listen to on a daily basis? I can almost guarantee you that the person who has made the complaint will reply this way: I only listen to Christian music. And that's it. That's the reason why you're so creatively stagnant. You only listen to a small subset of the water droplet that is the ocean of music. Way back then, when I was a full-time staff in my church, I was in charge of the worship ministry and the onboarding process for new applicants and for new ministry members. In the application form, I included several questions that seemed a little off and counterintuitive at first. People didn't really know why I put those questions in. Can you list your top 3 non-worship albums or artists? Can you list your favorite radio station? And if a person could fill in all the information, I earmarked the application because they were the ones who were eventually going to be the most creative in the ministry. In fact, I dare say that is how I've been identifying my music directors. The adage holds true: you don't know what you don't know. So let's say you only listen to Christian music. How then will you increase your internal repertoire so that you can expand your creative potential? I offer 2 tips. Tip number 1, serve in other ministries like prayer ministry and bereavement ministry. There are multiple areas in church that could use a skilled musician to come in and serve alongside them. Prayer ministry being the most applicable of the lot, because when you've got extended prayer time and you've got 40 minutes, nothing tests your musical endurance and your creativity like having to play a prayer section for 40 over minutes with the same chord progression, or to vary up those chord progressions to sustain you all the way through 40 minutes. If you can, and I strongly recommend this, do serve in the bereavement ministry for wakes and for funerals. I can't tell you how much pastoral joy it can be to have a skilled musician play at a wake, the comfort it brings to the bereaved, and a general sustaining of the Christian joy even in a time of tragedy. Tip number 2 is play for weddings, not just for the wedding ceremony in the morning, because those are likely going to be worship songs. Couples in your church are always going to get married, and so avail yourself to be part of a team, a band, to play for the wedding banquet. That's the key event that you want to play for. Nothing levels up your musicianship by 10 times or even 100 times like having to memorize 60 songs for a wedding set. Jazz standards, top 40s, the couple's favorite music. If you can get those songs under your fingers, you will become a much better musician. Trust me, because I've been through that and I can testify it really does work. At the end of the day, all this music helps to inform your creativity. What about you? What's your favorite non-worship artist or band? How have they influenced your playing as a musician? Let me know in the comments.